Yeah, we might just shoot straight up, but in the case they do want to, take out all the longs chasing here, I'm gonna long it lower. That would be my plan, but just gonna wait and see what happens here. Oh, Trump's supposed to be talking right now. They might tease the gap fill. They might go for it. Let's see. Yeah, looking like it just wants to go. So hands off from me for now. Pretty nasty. Pretty nasty rejection. See if this is it here. Nice little rug pull and everybody chasing that long right there, right off the open. See if they lose hourly open here or not. It teases stuff all the time, Wizard. You know that by now. I mean, I think we'll fill it, but are we going to go down first? Let's see. I'm not going to take the short myself. Any advice on pre-market longs? Yeah, pre-market longs, it's already bullish, right? It's already been trending up since 7 a.m., really off midnight. I would say if you had an entry anywhere in here, New York opens with a pump, I would be trailing my stop, especially since, a lot of people are going to probably be chasing longs. Holding that hourly open here. Could be a short, of course, trying to form here, but I'm going to give it a little time myself. Yeah, yes, it's kind of in like that grind mode still, looking like it wants to grind. Yeah, Ray. If you're using stops that are just in potential good entries as well for a long, so using more of the swings could be a little beneficial if it's going to maintain that bullish trend. It's going to maintain the swings in most cases, right? And then if you stagger account entries, like I tell you, based off that, you would have caught in that long that you got stopped on. All right, so held hourly open. Again, not interested in that short. Even if it plays out, I'm just going to wait. The only thing I'm really interested in is something down here. Maybe this 5-minute wickless sweep. But then, nah, I'm just going to wait. Rejecting that 930 open for now. Hourly open looks like it was a decent long opportunity there. Wouldn't have taken it though. Didn't fit anything I would have looked for. Yeah, this thing's got some juice. Could potentially chase along here at this 9:30 open, but I don't know what they're cooking up right now. Took it. Nice. I'm still just going to chill here, guys. Just going to wait. Market's only been open 5 minutes. See if they rug pull people again here. I mean, I think if there's a draw on liquidity, it's probably the gap fill and or previous day high. But you know, I still don't know if they're going to play any games first here before 9:45. Seems bullish to me for now still. I don't think they're going to do the rug. Not with ES like this. At least not yet. That's fire. Deplorable. Happy for you, man. Much appreciated. Those kind words. All right, looking to flip this. Man, they're making this a little tricky, aren't they? Why are you guys all named Tyrant? Good trail. T's Mafia takeover. Hell TMSO. No entry for me here. Still. Either side. We lost 9:30 open, reclaimed it. Now we're trying to lose it again. Still holding TMSO. That's a tough market right here to enter on. Right where it's at. Too premium for me still, I think. They're flipping gaps left and right here. Just chilling yikes, no trades yet. Short is very tempting for sure, but look at that knife. Okay. Yeah, I would like a long down here. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. See if we get this pushed down. Look for a long off New York open midnight. Maybe this 5-minute wickless sweep. They might pin it, not take it all the way, just because ES is so strong. ES previous day equilibrium is much closer as well, so we could see some sort of SMT there. But the all-time high level. Yeah. I don't think we're done going higher, so today. But we'll see. This is 5 minute. Might be worth a shot, but I could get knifed on here. Yeah, we do have a 5 minute CISD. This could be a short. I think if you take short here, watch what happens at this wickless. See if they sweep it and have an aggressive pop. We can, if you're short from up here, I'd probably go break even holding if we hold this hourly or this 5 minute wickless. See if they give me a little more pop. This might be one of those shorts. If I try it, I have to fight with it a little bit. Wait till you see the updated version, Tyrant. BK. All right. This area. Looking nice. You like longs? This could be a long. This could be a fake short. We sweep this wickless and it pumps into Q3 here. That's why I'm a little hesitant to short it here. I would have preferred catching it earlier, just so I can go break even if we sweep this. Yes, LTMSO. Yeah, it's a very tough short. Still trying to hold that hourly. Yeah, it's not looking too bearish yet. I think you tagged the wrong JD. I'm not a ghost trader. I think they're going to take this. I think ES has me a little confused. One big candle, maybe? Let's see. Dip and rip. I think the long's cooking either from here or from here. That's my thought for now. I think they're going to sweep this. But I just don't love the entry for short here too much because I might have probably, if they want to pop it here, I don't want to have to fight with that too much and be wrong. This is a tricky open with ES. Q3 long is possible. I would prefer just dipping lower though. I get the pop, I think I might try the short, but I'm gonna need the pop. What's up, Wall Street? How many points would I have to fight with drawdown? About 30 points. And get a starter. Probably gonna have to fight with it. Probably gonna see it pop up into here, but let's see what happens. Totally expecting that, but if they just knife it here, then I'll maybe look to add if we close below that wickless. Otherwise, see if we get this move back up here. About 25 points higher. Yeah, pump fake would probably be a little bit safer. Give yourself a little bit more room. What I don't want to see is if they knife it and they just sweep this and start pumping. There's that pump. I'm going to treat this. I'm going to scalp a little bit here. AUP a little bit. Back up. All right, I'm going to go break even here. See if we take that wickless. There it goes. There it goes. All right. I'm going to take it there as a scalp start. Not used to using trading view for my executions, so meant to leave a runner, but whatever. I was going to leave a runner for here. It is what it is. I'll take the $400. Because on the live account now, they changed it to where I can't, the update that TradingView did on the live accounts, you can't use the DOM simultaneously with TradingView anymore. So now I have to execute on TradingView. So got to adapt. That's what I normally would do, Wizard, but the update that is either an update by Tradeovate or TradingView. I don't know which one. One of them. They don't allow you to have the DOM and the DOM open the same time you have the account connected anymore for live accounts. I don't know why they did that update. It's not ideal because I love to trade only with the DOM. I hate trading on here, but it is what it is. I'll take my $400. Again, that was the area I was watching for a sweep. But we got that pop, so I mean, nice little move. But again, just this 40-point scalp there. I still think this can go lower, but I would just have a runner on here because this is the spot I was kind of waiting to see what would happen. Also, the new week opening gap CE here. So bear with me a little bit while I get used to using these trading view buttons only, not the DOM. See if they hold this sweep here. Flip this back higher. May have been a nice exit on the short, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. See if they see, like I said, if they hold that, they might tease. Where did ES stop at? Let's see. See, ES is just accumulating here. I'm still leaning a little. I still think they probably want this. Hard to short this market though for bigger targets, you know. Unless you have a nice entry up here. Could hang on to it here, but I would just be in runners. A little frustrated. I don't have my runner still, but I'm not going to re-enter after this 5-minute wickless sweep though. You got the Q3 inverse. Long and get rugged on, or long to the gap fill. Tough Q3 inverse for me to take here, man. ES looks strong. Whoops. Your trading view froze. What were you in a position? That's no fun. Yeah, I ain't shorting this again. They don't always get hit, but they're high probable targets. That's the only reason I was, like I said, we probably would get a pop, right? But in case they just knifed it here, I had some starters because that knife could have brought us all the way down in here. But my only goal is to see this wickless get swept and then just reevaluate, just taking this piece by piece. But yeah, I mean, typically when you get wickless, 5, 15 minute, if I'm trading the 1 minute, 5 and 15 minute wickless are pretty nice targets. Think lower days in? I don't know, man. I don't know. I really would like longs if we would retest this area, but it's a little bit hard for me to take them here. Your trading view froze as well. I do have a new bot. It's kind of cool in here that it'll alert us every time we have, not today, there's no news today, but red folder news. We'll get like pings like 5 minutes before red folder news and stuff like that. It's the same calendar bot that's in the news calendar now. So we'll get little alerts on prior to news. Today's no news Monday though. Probably just, might just grind. Yeah, it's linked to this the live chat. So it'll pop up in our live chat here 5 minutes before. There's login issues. Yeah, I like longs. I just don't know if I want to enter here. ES is strong, inducing the high. Gonna run that high, probably with speed. When is the question? I think the ES will push hard through this high. So they're gonna induce it first. Did it took it? No. MES took it. Okay. Okay. There goes ES pushing through that high. It's a good one, Jaws, but it's not. I don't know, man. I just was a little bit iffy if they were gonna knife it into here, and then get that long. I'm only really looking for longs. That short I took was strictly for the wickless. That's all I was after. But the longs, I wanted the juicier long here. But yeah, that Q3 is indeed playing out, man. So read the market correct about that move to the 5-minute wickless with the pump. But again, just not one I could quite take. Sometimes even if you get the read right, entries can be tough. But yeah, let's see what they do here at the 9:30 open. You took the long? Nice, nice. Nice work. Nice work. This could be a nice target right here, 9:30 open. Took the long late. Yeah, I like it. I still like it. You might get the gap fill here. If we can reclaim 9:30 open, close above it. This could be a trendy. This could be low day. Never know. Let's see. We got 10 a.m. here in about 4 minutes, so we'll see what the how that hourly candle opens up. Got the long from 9:53. Let's go. Good stuff. Nice long, guys. Yeah, I mean, if you got longs down here, I think break even's wise. Because then if we lose 9:53 and we lose hourly open, and we reject 9:30 open, you know, that might mean we're coming here, right? So I think a break even on a long down here is not horrible. But ES is just looking strong, man. I wouldn't be looking to short this again. Not yet. Nice jaws. Good stuff, bro. You could, I mean, you could take a chance holding 9:30 open on a long here, but it's definitely a bit of a chase. You might have to deal with some drawdown. So yeah, because I don't really care for the short. Again, the only reason I took short was to target this. That doesn't mean we can't go lower, but certainly can. Nice Ray. Yeah, you might get it. Let's see what they do here. Again, if we lose this 9:30 open, we flip this, we flip back down here again. It's going to get pretty complicated. Nice row. Yeah, like I said, 9:30 opens is a nice target all in itself. Yeah. Do have an SMT. Yeah, I think if we get to 9:53, I could be interested in that long. Maybe if we can just hover here and 10 a.m. can wick down, get an open low 10 a.m. candle, that'd be kind of interesting. Oh, there it is. Right before 10 a.m. No, I just drew it out, Jaws. Just that dark black line. You can use it on my chart here. 9:30 open. Either a really good long here or have this inducement. Yeah, Eddie, we can do that. We can add it. Your TP got hit and you got slipped 15 points. Yep. All right, 10 a.m. What do you got? What are you cooking here? Tricky. Yes, manipulation level right at this wickless with 9:53 and a 10 a.m. manipulation level. That could be an interesting spot for longs. See where NQ's at. Yeah, Naveen, I think several people were having trading view issues just a moment ago. Not really sure what's going on. So far, so good on my end, but pretty tricky candles here. Welcome to Victor Unit Ash. Yeah, man. If you got the tag, I mean, it just makes you eligible for all the free stuff I give away. But everything else is free in here, so you don't have to pay for anything. You know, the tag just gets you free giveaways and shows support. We appreciate it. Anytime you use code VICTORY too, by the way, at Tradeify, Lucid, or Apex, or Trade Day, you get the risk management guarantees automatically backed on those accounts too. So if you lose your account but you follow the risk rules, then we'll reimburse your eval for you. So it's just something to know. Wow, look at this. Look at this move, man. I think they're going to wickless ES here. Let's see if this offers a long. Yeah, but I'm cutting pretty as an affiliate because they did something that I think is a little sketchy, so they're out for me. But Lucid, Tradeify, Apex, Trade Day. All will qualify for risk management guarantee with code VICTORY. And risk management guarantee is just if you don't lose a trade with more than 5 micros, and you don't have a losing day under 15% of your daily loss limit is 15% of the drawdown. If you don't break that, then and you still lose the account over the course of time, then I'll send you cash, reimburse that eval for you. I've already had a large amount of people actually qualify for it. I did loosen up the risk management guarantee rules to make it more realistic based off how I trade. So, people have been taking advantage of it, and people have been using it and actually seeing some good success. That's good. All right, still just kind of playing around here. We got that move back down to this BPR area. ES still just barely missed that wickless. I'm still questioning if they want to, tag it down here. Still skipping the short, guys. I'm not going to take the short here. Although if you do short it, just watch what happens after ES sweeps here. Okay. This might be in play here. All right, see if ES is about to take it. Quick move probably on ES. Still holding. It could be the 10 a.m. manipulation move. I want to see how steep it goes. I don't know. Could be an open low, yeah, for sure. Pretty much just, building a range, going sideways here. No, I'm not muted. Yeah, no trade here for me. Still just gonna chill. Oh, my computer shut off. Hey, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. My computer went black here. 1 second. Can you hear me? Is my stream still up? Okay. Gosh. Okay, I think I'm good. All right, we're back. I don't know. My computer screens just went. All my screens just went black for a second. I don't know what just happened, but everything's back. Pushing that RAM too hard. I think this morning I got too many tabs open. Video card drivers are installing. Yeah, something's going on, man. But I'm back. It's good now. Video driver. Yeah, that must have been what happened. All my screens turned black. I thought I lost you guys. Would have been perfect, right? You know, right in the middle of a trade. All right, I think ES still wants this here. Oh, that's smart, Pew Pew. I know, NatS. I was already looking at him, man. Even though this PC's been serving me well for a long time, I know the end is near on this PC because it does things like that sometimes. All right, ES finally going to take that level here. My Chrome says it's taking up 10 gigs of memory right now. Stopped out. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait. Still want to see this. Use Brave. I know, I just have like all my stuff saved on my, I know, like Chrome, like all my passwords, like all my bookmarks. Yeah, maybe I just need to suck it up and, oh, you can import it? Oh, that's interesting. Brave is Chrome? Yeah, see, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Brave. I'll have to try it out. Does it get better? Does it run better? Does it use less memory or something? Ah, interesting. Because Chrome is using that. I just checked it. 10 gigs right now. That's nuts. All right, so this area, he has tagged it but didn't sweep it. Yeah, I couldn't take it. Well, you guys are giving me some good advice. I'll have to mess with that today. Later on, I'll mess with that Brave browser. Because Chrome is wrecking my PC. Long's still looking decent. Again, they're just not quite doing what I want for my entry. So far, just one trade. All right, well, shout out to all you guys. Thanks for all the recommendations. I'll mess with that today. Maybe tomorrow I'll report back. Another rejection here. They might just be making it really big headache on shorts getting into this area. Are you short? I knew you're short. Your model. Your model. Where are you short from? Nice. All right, back down again. Leaving a wickless. Let's see if this is it here. Oh, there's a yes, finally. Okay, short's looking better. Do I want to re-enter short here? For short, I'd be looking for this spot down here. It's a 15-minute gap that started this move. Well, if I short it now, might have to do the same thing as before. Probably have to be willing to fight with the pop because I don't know if they're going to pop it back up here. Or it might just go. Let's see. Yes, back to 953. I don't know if I want to fade a 10 a.m. low, though, either. Tricky, man. Tricky day today, isn't it? Back to hourly open. This is a tough one. This is a tough read. I can make a case for both sides for sure. Still kind of on the fence. Yeah, show me. I mean, you're not alone. You're not alone, man. I mean, that happens to a lot of people. 95% of people, do this. Where your equity curve goes like this. Kind of like, and drop, right? Profit, 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 profit. Kill the account. That's human behavior, human psychology. But that's why I invite you to, use the risk management guarantee. And you find out that when you have that daily loss limit, as much as it sucks to hit it, like I say this all the time. I give you this analogy, right, brother? Like if I can give you your account back right now that you just blew, would you take it back if I took away $500 of drawdown? But you get the account back. It's not dead. You get it back right now, exactly how it was. It just has $500 less in it. That's all it has. That's the only difference. But you get your funded account back. Almost anybody would say yes, right? That's essentially a DLL, right? A daily loss limit. If you have that set and you use it with our risk management guarantee, your worst case scenario is you hit your daily loss limit enough days in a row where you lose your account, then I reimburse you the cost, everything you paid for that eval. Or even if it's a funded account, I'll buy you a new eval. But you want to try to do the opposite, equity curve, where it's, it might be like this. Even if you hit DLL, 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 oh, big win day, right? Because you protected your account, protected your account, protected your account, finally caught all the moves, right? You just moved live on TPT and haven't even managed to pay out yet. Does that make sense? Yeah, they've been doing that. Anya got that on her TPTs. That's good, man. That's fire. Dude, the live program TPT is great. Lucid and TPT and even Tradeify now have solid live programs, man. Those are all firms that are good to go live with. I like the short. Yeah, good work here. We got that rejection off the 10 a.m. open. Looks pretty good. I still think they probably want this. Just a headache. It's a headache, man, to try to short it. Let's see if I want to fight it here. All right. That's horrible, Phil. That's the other thing with trading views. The fills are horrible. Okay. Same scenario. Probably gonna have to fight with it. I wouldn't be surprised. Um, I'm just gonna kind of let this thing kind of do its thing here. Not the best entry for short, in my opinion, but maybe use it as a risk sink idea. Back up into here. They might come sweep this wickless again too. I normally do, but the update that I don't know if it was TradingView or Tradeovate, whatever update they push, live accounts can't simultaneously have a DOM and TradingView open at the same time. All right, we're pushing through that area. I'm super skittish on shorts, so I'm just going to go break even, guys. We're re-sweeping this wickless 5-minute CISD area. I'm not going to get too greedy here. Not trying to do too much with a short. See if we can get that CE and then leave a runner for that other area, and I'm looking to flip long. They take me out break even, I'll just accept it. It's fine. It's all good. So I'm not going to, re-sweeping this wickless and pump. It's not something I want to be a part of here. Come on, give us a little more. Well, tagged it. Didn't fill me. That's always fun. Come on, there we go. All right, guys, just going to leave a runner. Again, I'm not bearish, so just going to leave a runner. CE's tagged. See if they come back for it. If not, probably trail maybe if we hit this low. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If we hit it with speed, I'll just take it. Yeah, TMSO is a nice soup level in most cases, guys. Might induce this wick. Got this other wickless here they just swept previously. Come on, NQ. One more little knifey knife right here. Well, again, we come all the way back up after the sweep of that CE. I'm just going to take the break even on the runner. No, I'm not even holding for midnight. I mean, I think you could, but I'm just going for this wick low here. Going into 1020. Because I'm not too bearish right now. You might get previous day equilibrium. Like I said, you can trail it. You can trail this here. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. There's that candle I was a little afraid of. All right. Break even on the runner, but nice scalp. Again, just gonna protect the short, man. I'm gonna take my money, and then if they want to come back, they can come back. Tip my hat to them. Knifey knife to the opposite side. Yeah, exactly, man. So I'm not trying to overstay my welcome in these shorts here. But again, nice scalp. We caught the move there, at least into the CE, right? Still think we can go lower, but I'm not gonna engage with shorts at lows because of moves like that. We'll probably see a lot, right? So just take this level to level, guys, piece by piece here. I do think a long will probably cook here, but we'll see if we can get down there. But these inducements are dirty work sometimes. That's why you should front run things. ES holding that area nicely. Yeah, and with LR here as well above. Yeah, no more shorts for me. That was it. I'm not going to re-short it. I'm going to let it go. Although, still could see this area getting tagged. Maybe if they came up and rejected again, maybe I would take this, but we'll see. I'm going to need a little more caffeine if I want to short it a third time. Let's see if they come back up to 10 a.m. open here. 15 is flat, yeah. The only thing that bothers me about longs is this area, man. That's it. That's literally the only thing. Everything else I'd like longs for. But repricing into here would be just, I'd feel so much more comfortable seeing us push down, hold all this, and then reclaim the CE. But getting one ticked. Yeah, I got one ticked. It's all good. ES looks like 10 a.m. open, low, high, close, but it's still early. Yeah, this relative equal low inducement above this area is a little suspicious for sure. ES is just making it hard for me to short again, at least for now. Just gonna be patient. Got 10:30 coming up. Might just have this slow melt. Let's see if they reclaim 953 here. Got 5-minute CISD on both sides of the market. ES holding key levels, 10 a.m. open low, rejecting key levels on NQ. Puzzle piece still. Still have that meeting going on, don't they? Pakistan. Who's got the info on that? No, it's over. Oh, it's still going. I thought they were in a meeting today as well. U.S. and Iran for Wednesday. Yeah, okay. Today's Pakistan, right? Oh, well, I'm confused then. I don't know. I thought there was a meeting going on right now. Okay. Back up. There was until there wasn't. Yeah. All right, this should be interesting. Coming back up towards that 10 a.m. open here. Pretty aggressive candles. Another fake out by ES. I'm still going to have to lean that they want that area, man, as much as I... These rejections are telling, I think. Inducement, key area, rejection, probably want it. I'd have to enter quick because ES is going to sweep this. Probably pop. There goes ES. There, sweep. Sub T. So just gonna wait a little bit here. I like the ES is losing that time level now. We might get this knife here. Oh, man. I just hate shorting right here. Right at the CE of the gap, too. Pretty good, man. I'm up about $500 or so. Just kind of taking it easy. Only taking 2 trades. Shorted this pop into the wickless and shorted this 953 rejection down. Took a partial at the CE, got stop break even on the runner. That's all I've taken. The CE is just the 50% level of the gap is all it is. So it's right here. Seems like everybody's doing pretty good. A lot of break evens in this range probably, but don't overdo it, guys. Don't force anything. Just be patient. Still think this is likely the draw. Been leaning towards that all morning. Just really hard to hold on to shorts. Back to this. criminal that they keep inducing the push there and then popping it. Because any one of these sweeps could leave this behind for good. It's always possible. Kona, I got 722-ish. 722 or so. Stepped out break even. Yeah, that's okay. If you chase the short here, you might have to fight. Might have to be a bit of a fight. Let's see. What were you in, El Sapo? You missed your exit due to scrolling. I don't know what indicator you're talking about, but I'm using Victor unit indicator. Velocity funded. 40% consistency. Well, you have two options. You can lose money on purpose or just keep running the account higher. Oh, you got trailing on there. Yeah, that makes it a little bit harder, huh? Oh, yes, it's got a knife. I think we're going here, guys. Question is if I want to soup it. Previous day equilibrium is a little bit below midnight, so that turtle soup is a little bit risky. Nice, William. Good work, man. Good work. That is a bit diabolical. Trailing plus consistency in an eval. That's tough, man. For an eval. They can just slowly bleed it down into 1050. 1050 ends up in this area. That could be a really interesting area for a long with paired with time here. If I do it before that, it's going to get a little more interesting. CVS is going to knife. I'm going to throw on a little short here. Again, probably, again, same scenario. Might have to fight with it. Might have to sit through one of these. So, I don't know, man. I'm going for it. Can always see what happens next here. See if they can just push through this area with speed. Pretty tough area to enter short, though, in my opinion. It's a little bit on the aggressive side. I'm going to have to be willing for a retracement. maybe into here. Yep. A little bit more. I'm going to soup that high. All right, I'm going to go for it. Didn't quite take the high. Let's see if they want to take it. I'm going to kind of scalp it around here because I'm still... Don't love that we're not pushing. What's the S doing? S also reclaimed. Let's see if we flip this civvy. This is extremely tricky. I don't like ES holding that 1034 here. Why they got to do this, man? All right, I'm going to pull a couple here. It's 1034 push again. And I'm going to play defense again on the shorts. If we hold 1034, I'm going to let them take me out break even on the runners. If we can flush here, I think this is the move. Into 1050. Just going to treat things... Very difficult decision here. Come on, flush it. There we go. All right, keep this break even because there's no reason to sweep 1034 and hold. Let's get that area. Come on, no reason to hold here. I do not like executing on TradingView. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not fun. Knife it. Come on, knife it. There we go. One more target. Let's get that last little push here. Might hold New York open. Definitely good for a runner. But I think this is that 15-minute gap that launched price from the beginning. So we could just hold here, tease midnight. Very possible. Otherwise, just chill with the runner. That's I'm taking my shorts level to level here, like we have all morning. Best case scenario, we just get a nice knife to midnight. Good patience. Good patience. I'm going to go ahead and take my wrist sinks here as well. Maybe one more push. See if I get it. Be a little greedy. What do we got down here? We got some bodies right in between. Might get a sweep. Tease midnight. It's a possibility. All right, one more tap in this 15-minute gap. I'm going to take my wrist sinks off. Just tap the top of it. Come on, one more drive. All right. I'm out of my wrist sinks here, guys. Clear. Nice. All right, let's see if we can get one more push down for this runner. One tick special, you're 688. Yeah, like I said, this 15-minute gap might hold. We might tease these time levels. It's very, very possible. With how bullish this market is, you can't be too shocked if that happens. Don't get too greedy, but I think we should get it. I think we should get this target. Could be a little conservative and just target New York Open since we did induce it. Yeah, like I said, I won't be shocked if we pump just tapping this 15-minute gap. Don't take the time levels. That's why I'm down to a runner. That's why we close the wrist sinks in the gap. But I'll just let it play out. Whatever happens, happens here. Trade is pretty much complete. I still think we'll get this target, but I wouldn't reshort the gap. I wouldn't reshort this gap hold like this, though, for instance. Only would be letting a runner stay on here. Wouldn't it be a fresh short for me? There we go. Come on. We got 5 minutes for this target to hit. Again, you might want to just target New York Open if you don't want to get one tick special here. Maybe I should take my own advice. Yeah, I think I'll take my own advice. We induced it, so we should at least reprice it. But I don't like this 15-minute gap. Keep trying to wick. Nice push through here with speed. Come on. This gap's really holding it up. Any moment here and get this push. Yeah, they teased it before, so I think we should reprice it. There it is. All right, target is hit. You know, if you want to get a little greedy, you can hold for midnight, but just keep in mind where we're at. There's that second target. Just swept those bodies. Now, I do think midnight's still on the table, but again, with the bullish market towards all-time highs, with the gap fill potential, 15-minute BISI, key time levels, you don't want to overstay your welcome too much with shorts. I do think you just got to take what you can get here. Yeah. See that? Let's see if they flip it here. Although I would have expected a midnight test. Did ES make equal lows? ES made equal lows. That's why. Probably be back here a little bit. All right, good trading, guys. Really good trading. A lot of patience. Just kind of level to level here all morning, right? Shorts to 5-minute wickless. Shorts to CE. Shorts to 1034 and New York Open 15-minute gap. Yeah, William. I think, I'm a little unorthodox. I mean, I do things a lot of traders don't do, but, it works for me, man. There's always another trade, you don't have to win every trade. You don't, sometimes break even's fine. Sometimes losses are fine. You just got to manage it all on a zoomed out basis. You got to be willing to accept that there's always another trade. Because there's always another trade. Appreciate that, William. Yeah, day trader, exactly. There's always another trade unless you give them all the money you're trading with when you can't accept a loss, right? Midnight longs, maybe. Remember, if we're here around 10:50, I wouldn't be surprised. But pretty good on a day, a little over $700. I might just, for the live account, might just kind of chill on that. I don't know if I'm gonna take another trade yet. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what we do here at 10:50. I think we could see low day here, honestly. Maybe this. And that's a low day between 11 and 11:45. Just hypothetical for now. All right, guys, hit me with there's that pump for that 15 minutes. This is why I recommended tease front running midnight here. Even though this could come all the way back, do you really want to deal with it? Not really, right? You don't want to deal with it, in my opinion, unless you have a runner from like way up here. Market's too bullish, man. Good trades. All right, can you guys hit me with some feedback on stream? How did I do today with stream? Were you able to manage the stream all right to your advantage? The reason why I asked for this feedback is because it helps me how I execute on stream to know if it's beneficial or not. Just remember, guys, like there's going to be days where there's going to be a lot more of those red buttons being clicked because, I'm going to be wrong too. Just want to make sure you guys manage these trades right. Caught the short with you and risk sync too. That's the way, man. If you risk sync me, you're almost always going to get a pretty nice entry. There's that move. I finally did it. That's news. That's news. Some sort of news. Well, if you held on to those short runners, you're cooking. Probably a long right here. Let's see. Right at this bottom gap fill. Look at that. They induced the fill, the high of the gap, and took it all the way to the bottom of the gap, only to probably induce everybody down here. Nasty work, man. This market's crazy. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. It means a lot, man. Like, these streams mean a lot to me. Your guys' success means a lot to me. I always try to bring my A game. But, I'm not perfect. I'm going to have losing streams. You got to remember that. At least always try to read price the best I can, though. I'm not sure if it was news or not. I'm just guessing that it was some sort of news. Some sort of something. Just the way that candle printed seemed very news driven. Careful here. Don't get trapped. ES swept previous day equilibrium. Wow, JCA, what a comeback, man. It was Trump saying, highly unlikely I'll extend the ceasefire. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can tell by the candles when it's news. Tried the long. Yeah, I like long in those news candles sometimes, man, but those news dips in a bullish market, especially if there's a key level. They didn't really have a key level here. They just sweep this, but they teased. Oh, they made exact equal lows. Yeah, they're playing a lot of games today. They're making you think multiple times about your entry ideas. VIX up 11%. Yeah, first trade was just I was being a little cautious. I shorted these pops into that wickless, that 5-minute wickless here. Because I was thinking that this was probably going to pump from that wickless, maybe to gap fill. So to me, I was just treating this as a scalp. I tried to leave a runner, but I messed up my execution, to be honest with you. And then, the second short was simply to target these lows. So I got one off, one break even, and then of course the third short, targeting the time level in the 15-minute BISI here, paired with these time levels. Let's see the 15 minutes looking like here. I think you're going to have to be, if you want the long, I think it's going to take a lot of patience because I think we might need to make a new low of day going into this time window. I don't really love 1050 as low of day, although it's certainly possible. I would like low of day to be here. But who knows? It's too early to tell. I think best trade for me now would be just to keep waiting. Since I've had a pretty good morning, I'm not going to try to guess this next move here. I still think maybe we'll resweep this wick. Maybe do this. Consolidate a little bit. Sweep the gap. Not sure how low they want to take it. Maybe they'll take it all the way here. I don't know. And then look to go higher probably. Again, using time. Looking to end that 13-day win streak. We'll see. It's early. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, you bet. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm on par with that analysis as well. They also, look what they've done. They've engineered all this liquidity here, induced the gap, right? These are all clues usually, right? Really nice liquidity to pump through in the PM session or even lunch. Maybe late lunch, early PM. 1:30 probably be a ripper today. So I think the move now is just chill, man. Like just wait. Let price do whatever it wants to do. Don't force a trade in this area. Between midnight and this low, I would be really cautious. For both sides, for longs and shorts. 26,466. Maybe. Yeah, Naveen, I do. I think we can make low of day between 11 and 11:30, 11:45 at the latest. But we'll see. You know, they might have me fooled and they might just do a bearish trend day, but just the way these candles are printing, I'm not leaning towards that. I'm leaning towards maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little accumulation, then we pump through all this again later. ES also left a lot of nice liquidity here. And both indices induce the gap fill, right? Making everybody chase that gap fill and torturing them. Everybody trying to long for that gap fill just keeps getting tortured until they finally wreck everybody, and then they take it up to the gap fill. Typical NASDAQ type delivery. YM got it. Yeah. Yeah, Naveen, this Q3 could be good. It's going to take a lot of patience. I'll stick around and chill, watch it, see. I don't know if I'm going to trade it. We'll see. I'll hang out, though. Yeah, looking like it still wants this lower. Resweep that news wick. ES might want midnight too. Nice confluence. You know, Spy, I'll call you Tyron or Spy 750. It's hard to say, man, because I can honestly say the market does move different. It's moved a lot different over the years. The way the candles move, the way price is delivered. Definitely, you notice changes you have to adapt to. No doubt about it. I don't really know if I would say it's harder or easier. It's just different. It's just different, you know. The way I approach my targets and entries might be a little bit different. Of course, when we have news like we do now, it's objectively harder, right? Because you got news candles that you're normally not dealing with as often. So we have a lot more aggressive news now than normal. So in that sense, it makes price a little bit harder to trade, for sure, right? You can get wrecked if you're over leveraged at any given moment. So I think as long as you're keeping your leverage in check and you're respecting your risk relative to your account and your relative risk tolerance, if you're actually respecting that, I think you can trade any market, man. You know, just remember, you can't make money if you don't press the button, right? And if you're scared to press the button, then you're not playing to win, you're playing to not lose. There's a big difference there. You want to play to win. Like I used the boxing analogy, you don't want to punch at the bag, you want to punch through the bag. So hit your winners hard and just make sure you just respect your losses. Save by a point. What are you in? Oh, you're in the you're in a long. You just got to build that core of risk management. That's what you have to build. Then you can trade any market. You can trade anything. Doesn't mean you're going to win all the time, but you give yourself a chance to win. If you don't have a core risk management set, you don't even have a chance. Nice PK. Got a little spread going there. Nice, Nismo. All right, let's see if we get this 11 a.m. open low. for a low of day. Yeah, like I always say, SPY, like you're asking if it's hard. I mean, I've never remembered trading the NASDAQ and thought, oh, this is easy. Right? It's always hard. PA is always bad. It's always hard. When you have a good day, PA seems good, right? But when you have a bad day, PA seems bad. But you can usually reverse engineer. You know, PA maybe wasn't bad. It was maybe execution, patience was bad, things like this, right? There are times it's subjectively bad, though. I would say, like when we know, like we had those days where like that 10 a.m. I vividly remember it's like a week or two ago. 10 a.m. candle was like a 5 point range for an hour or something. I mean, that's objectively pretty bad. But you have to. The thing is it bad, and you try to fight with it and execute that bad PR? Do you have to exercise the patience to where it starts to deliver and you start to see something form? Yeah, GCA. Never. You always can get humbled by the Nasdaq if you ever think you got it all figured out. I know this from experience. No, I'm not souping any lows. Mm-mm. Not souping any lows because we've lost midnight. So I think, for soups, I would need a very important time level to use here for soups. I don't typically soup lows. I need a low paired with a time level plus a PD array, then I'll turtle soup. Or if I'm really confident on direction. Right now, I'm not. I think we're going to make a low day here in the next 20, 30 minutes, but I could be wrong. Easily be wrong. Yeah, tease the gap fill to the upside and then bring it all the way down and fill the gap to the downside. Typical. Totally not manipulated at all. I mean, it's by chance. I'm sure that happened. Things to remember, though, right? Let's go, DTR. Good to see you, man. So we did get that 11 a.m. open low. Would like to see it dig a little bit lower into this window of time. ES still has some pretty nice levels down here, too. We'll see. If we get this Q3, if we push down, ES sweeps midnight, we hold, either induce this low or take it, one of the two. Then we'll see what forms. I might slap it real small leverage or something. I don't want to give back too many of my profits right now. Just going to chill. Yeah, you, bro. I like that as well. I think best play right now is if you're not in a trade. Is just be waiting for a potential long, maybe off this sweep or inducement. A full new week opening gap fill. I think it's possible. I actually think it's possible we can go all the way back up and fill a gap. Yeah. We'll see. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll save it for tomorrow or next couple days. We'll see. I do think we're going to get some sort of tradable bounce, though. either back up towards these key time levels or full on reversal. So I think even if it remains bearish, I think we probably could see something like this, like that, or like this. Oh, you're talking about the new day opening gap down here getting tapped. I think either way we get a tradable bounce right around this time. Pretty tricky moves. Oh, okay, yeah, the long fill in the 840s. Yeah, either today, I would be very cautious. Like if we started to pump anywhere after 11:15 and start running, especially if we get back above these time levels, I would be not shorting anymore, only for scalps. I'd be looking if we reclaim midnight off any sort of low down here. If this low reclaims midnight, I think this is low of day. But we'll see. Right now, I'm a little bit skeptical on a long. Still would like it lower into this time window, but ES could sweep. But I'm not looking for a short here. Nice, Kona. Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to do here. I'm still going to wait. This could be the low, but yes, left more equals. Relative equals. Might come back one more time. Yeah, I wouldn't long this either. Not yet. Also, don't think I'd short it. This is just a no trade. No trade for me here. Yeah, they did leave that wickless. This could be this move early, but I could see that happening. That might be a short I would maybe take. If they pumped up here and they rejected here in this window, that could be a Q3 inverse short. I don't know. I'm just trying to piece every scenario together here that might take place. Just kind of go off that. But if we don't get that move all the way up and reject up here, there's no short for me. There's no trade. And if they don't push this down and sweep this out into this time window, there's no long for me either. So this is no trade zone for me. Still nothing. No, you're good, main source. No sweat. I'm not tripping. But yeah, we'll see. We get maybe one more trade. If not, then I'll give away 10% of my profits in a Lucid Flex account, and we'll wrap it up. Let's see if we take this out. Yeah, DTR. I think it does as well. I think it's going to flip as well, but we'll see. I think one more low would be nice. I would prefer one more low and then a V shape. Yeah, day trader ES through midnight. We've induced it, so it probably wants it. Like I said, this is a nice time window for a nice tradable low. Yeah, they're just playing games. Yeah. I think any dip here is potentially viable. I like longs more than shorts here, but I still would prefer one more sweep. Very interesting. Today's taking a lot of extra patience, that's for sure. A lot more patience required today. Pretty happy with how we've handled it, honestly, with that gap down move with inducements all over the place on a Monday with no news. Pretty happy with how we handled it. Yeah, we do have a lot of big imbalances below. We got untapped daily, untapped daily, untapped daily. This could be a breakaway. I think the market's going to remain, I think pullbacks will still get bought up. I think we're going to remain bullish until FOMC. I think FOMC, I think there's going to be a lot of talk about him getting fired or not resigning, and I think we might see that might be a short, a nice short. But I think until then, probably pump. Bigger picture. Just going to the gym in the morning help having more patience. Absolutely, dude. Marco, I tell you what, man. Working out early in the morning prior to trading does a lot for me, for sure. It gets me in the right mindset. I'm starting the day off doing something I already don't technically feel like doing, but I'm doing it anyway, and I accomplish it. I feel really good. I push myself, right? Even when I don't feel like it. I'm starting my day off in fifth gear. Everybody else is still in first. Right? It's a big factor, big component, and I think success throughout the rest of the day. And you're already starting your day off with victory. You're already starting your day off with a win, right? That you controlled. You put your mind through something it didn't want to do, right? Just like in trading, your mind's going to want to not cut a loss, right? I'm already training my mind after I wake up, before I even get on the charts, to do things I don't want it to do and do what I have to do regardless of how I feel like doing, right? And that builds obviously a lot of character building blocks, I guess you could call them, like work ethic, due diligence, sacrifice, all the things that you can't go on the shelf at Target and find and purchase. You have to just do them yourself to earn them, right? And those things build up over time and they bleed over to everything else in your life, including trading, in my opinion, because you're trading your mind, you're trading your brain. Be in control of your emotions, because your emotions are going to always be there. Whether you don't feel like getting up in the morning, you don't feel like doing what you need to do, or you don't feel like cutting a loss, when the emotions are kicking in, they're always going to kick in. When I trade, I still feel emotions, even after almost 11 years now. It's how you act when those emotions kick in. It's who that's when your character building blocks come into play. But yeah, nothing wrong with working out later as well. I think it's just important to get it in. It's a lot more than just trying to look good. All right, there's a tradable balance. Let's see. They still didn't take it lower for me though. Yes, hitting the hourly open. See if they leave a BISI and get a Q3. Flip back down one more low. Trying to form it here. Yeah, my concepts are kind of unique. Like I said, I just kind of built how I read price just over a decade in the market. But it's like, I don't think it's better than anything else or worse than anything. I think strategies are, personal, right? I do use some ICT stuff like as a base. I would say that'd be like a base. My base of reading price is probably through ICT. Then just incorporating a lot more just time and time levels. And then even, simple stuff like break and retest type stuff I use. I mean, I kind of blend it all together to try to read, each hourly candle. That's kind of how I trade. I just kind of trade each hourly candle as its own day, I guess you could say. And since I trade on the 1 minute, I look for 5 and 15 minute, PDRAs or 5 and 15 minute targets and anticipate where I think where the hourly candle wick is forming, or trying to form. But I think you can trade any strategy. I think if your risk management foundation is set, you have that core risk management foundation set, you could probably throw a dart at the chart, and it might take you a while to be profitable. But if your risk management is in place, like a risk management guarantee, those rules are in place like that, you'll eventually find success, even if you throw a dart at the chart. I'm going to give you much of an edge, but edges don't matter if you don't have risk management set. We got some news. What's going on here? CRT, it's just like liquidity sweep, close back low level. I mean, retest 50% of a range. I think that's a viable model for sure. Like turtle soup. But I think if you got to pair it with time for it to be most optimal. Yeah, self-control is difficult. I still face these emotions myself. It took a lot of years for me to get out of the negative habits I ingrained into myself. It took a while, man. I don't know if it's news or not. I thought maybe it might be news. Kind of felt like it. But it just comes from building confidence in your execution. But you don't get confidence randomly, right? Confident people just say, "Oh, just be confident." Well, you can't just be confident. You got to be confident from confidence comes from competence. Competence is like building a skill set. You can only do that, if you build your confidence through like trading through small leverage, seeing things play out properly through experience, and then you get the confidence, right? Then you can have confidence. People like confuse confidence with like self-love. Like you can't just like have blind confidence. No Q3 here, switching accounts, protecting profits. Nice, bro. Yeah, I like it, man. I'm feeling the same way, man. Feeling the same way. Nice 910. Yeah, good long, dude, on that 94. That was fire. That was fire. So there's that push up to midnight. Like I said, if we pushed up here and rejected this area, this could be, it's a little too mid-range, but might be a decent short. A little iffy because of all this liquidity here. This could be the run that I was talking about. But I really personally would have liked another low. But see what they do. Yeah, I've read Hoppy's book. I've looked into all that as well. I mean, it's interesting. Super interesting. Just so many levels with it. There's just so many levels on the chart. Sometimes it's a little paralysis by analysis for me, but it is fascinating. Goldbach. All right, decent rejection there. Let's see if ES has a BISI to flip. No, not yet. See if one more trade appears here. Otherwise, I might just call it good and be happy with the day. Yeah, that could be a problem. It's tough. This market's had a lot of tricks today, like a lot of tricky moves. Like I said, extra patience has been required today. Extra patience. You got to be okay with just missing some legs today. Just got to let some legs go. Maybe some days you would be a little more aggressive on these legs, but days like today, Monday, no news with a huge gap, all kinds of targets everywhere, inducements all over the chart. You got to just be all right with just letting some legs go. Wait for your criteria. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Yeah, they're trying to push over here. News kept you out of this move. That's all right. Yeah, I feel you, man. I was kind of like I told you, we're gonna get a tradable bounce here. For me as well, also kept me out. I also wanted one more low here, but it did the move where we just went straight up to midnight. Now we got to see if we get this rejection for a new low. Otherwise, if we flip here off this low, like I told you, we find a low in this area, we flip this area, and start to hold it. I think that run is probably coming, but it's still too early to say. Yo, let's go, Billy. Finally funded. Good stuff, man. Throw PS5 out the window. Yo, I was thinking about that. Actually, reminded me. I was actually thinking about running an invite contest. We built a bot that can track invites. If you make your own invite link on the Discord, the top, you just click the Victor unit, make an invite link. You can do it from now until the end of the week. Whoever has the most invites give you a PS5 or Apple AirPods Max or something, just for inviting people into the room. It's free, obviously. If you guys were down with that, let me know. I'll run it. I don't know what's a good prize. PS5, AirPod Max. Maybe you can pick. I already thought of that Vision Trades. We're already ahead of that. Don't worry. Nox is very smart. To full Nox, you got to try a little harder than bots. GT3 RS. Maybe one day, man. Let me cook a little more, right? All right, kind of getting that rejection, but I don't know. It's a good question, 910. I mean, I just think through a lot of experience, and also I know that like any high pressure, stressful situation, you have to always remain calm because that's when you're going to make your best decisions, right? When anytime you're high strung, you're really high stress, high strung, that's when you give into emotions and you make decisions based off emotions in that moment. And that's when you make decisions you regret. So no matter what's happening, you have to always remain calm, cool, and collected so you can tunnel vision and make the best decision in that moment. It's a very, very difficult thing to master, but I think it comes down, honestly, through putting yourself through a lot of difficult situations on purpose to where you have to manage that. Like I said, it sounds stupid, but just like working out, pushing yourself really hard in the gym, um, being disciplined with things like diet or whatever. When you feel like you want to do something, you don't do it. Like you just, I think execution under calm circumstances come from doing what you have to do when you have to do it, regardless if you feel like it or not. That's like my mantra. If you do that enough times, eventually, you see things a little different. But it's no easy task for sure. But anything worth having or any present you want to unwrap that's worthwhile, it's not going to be an easy task, right? No matter which way you spin it. My bad habits, King. Oh, look at these candles, man. More news, huh? Let's see. Oh, man. This could be the pump. Could be the dump. Yeah, I don't like this, guys. I don't like this at all. Says 6K hitting the bank from TPT. Congrats, DNA. Sushi for dinner all week. Let's go. Oh yeah, King. I mean, I've had plenty. Every bad habit. So I always tell people, don't ever be ashamed of sharing your stuff with me. If you need help, because you don't ever have to feel embarrassed. I'll never judge you because I've done everything you could imagine times 10. I've wrecked myself over and over again in the worst ways imaginable. So I used to, not accept, just like everybody, same habits. I mean, not accept losses. Try to stay in a losing trade way too long, over leverage, go on tilt, all these things I've done. And all these things I did many times until I had to learn that you can't be the exception, right? I had to accept that fact that you can't be the exception. I used to think I don't know if it was like my younger version of myself with ego or something, thinking that, well, I can get away with it. I can find a way to get away with not doing it the right way or not doing it the disciplined way, the way that doesn't feel good. Because if you want to be profitable, you want to actually make money in this, you're not going to feel good a lot. A lot of it doesn't feel good because you're going to have losing trades and losing days. You're going to have to prevent yourself from going on tilt. You're going to have to do all these things that take willpower, right? So you have to understand that, I say this a lot too, that you have to choose a sacrifice, right? Nobody in this room right now is going to be profitable without choosing a sacrifice. You sacrifice either being uncomfortable and cutting losses and respecting daily loss limits, or you sacrifice blowing your accounts. You have to pick one. You don't get to not pick one if you want to make money. If you don't want to make money, then try not to pick one. That's the truth. Yeah, you have to pick one. Otherwise, you'll never make money. If you try to not pick one of those sacrifices, you're cooked. And I had to learn that the hard way as well, because I was trying to not take a sacrifice, right? So you take sacrifice number one, where you feel uncomfortable a lot. It sucks. You hit your daily loss limit. You lose trades. Don't do that. Then you pick sacrifice number two, and you just keep blowing your accounts. There's no option three. Yeah, Anya's doing great. She's going to be here today. She's doing amazing. Super proud of her. Yeah, she's here. She's here. But don't get fooled by things. Trading's not easy money. People get into trading thinking it's gonna be easy money and get rich quick. It's like, if you want a high income skill, it's gonna take a lot of work, a lot of effort, and a lot of time. People underestimate the sheer amount of effort it takes and sacrifice it takes to have a high income skill, right? What you see on X, you're being fooled. All right? I can say this with conviction because I know, all right? I've been around the game a long time. It's not like that. All right, there's that rejection. So this was a fake close, looks like, maybe. I don't know. Tough call here. No, Trader Joe is different. Different. Still friends. We're always friends. Johnny Boy, don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started. Look, if you have 100 grand coming in every month from your Discord sub money, I could do a lot of things. I could send a lot of things off to space. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not trying to. I'm not here to try to flex, man. I'm here to try to make a living for people that I care about, and then help other people along the way. That's my goal. That's my mission. Life is hard, man. We're all doing the best we can with what we got, and I think it's important to extend your hand to people that need it, if you have any type of ability to do so. If that's a skill set, if it's, whatever it might be. I'm not going to comment on an angel. All right. Yeah, I learned a lot these past 6 months myself, Josh. That's why we're here at Victory Unit. I do still own the name Pew Pew, but it doesn't matter. I own that trademark, but it doesn't matter, man. I moved on. Closed the door. Focused on victory. But like I told you before, I can stamp my name to the statement that no matter what, myself, Anya, Tyrant, Freedent, 23, Knox, nobody cares about your success in this industry more than this group of people. I can say that with conviction, look myself in the mirror and believe it. Broke your rules again today, although he ended up decent green. Doesn't feel good. Yeah, Wizard, that's a dangerous trap, man. It's very, very dangerous to break your rules and be green. Very dangerous trap. All right, so we're kind of getting that move back down. No trade appeared for me, unfortunately, on this leg, but Looking like we might get this move back down to a new low of day or an SMT. We might get an SMT. If ES pushes down, we hold midnight. We'll be looking for a potential bullish 130 today, post 130. Still, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. So yeah, guys, I think instead of me giving back any more or any profits or anything, I'm gonna probably just wrap it up. Going into this time window, just my model's not quite showing up here, so probably gonna wrap it up, guys. We had a pretty good morning, some nice trades. If you held runners from the shorts, obviously you printed pretty nice. Some of you guys caught this. That was a nice move. Don't really know what they have in store the rest of the day. I'm still a little bit torn. I would like another dip and rip. I still would be leaning a little bit bullish for PM session, just slightly. That's kind of where I'd be leaning right now. Otherwise, just take it level to level here, guys. Just take it level to level. I'll run some giveaways here in a little while. Give away some of my profits and a lucid flex or something. So appreciate you guys trusting me, hanging out with me, trading with me today. It's not always easy calling trades live, but I always will do my best. And we'll catch up with you tomorrow.